What the hell are you staring at? Yeah. Would you believe that J.P. Morgan was fighting with Michael Saylor? Well, J.P. Morgan's dead. It's that jackass Jamie Dimon. I really don't care. But boy, what a week. Trading in crypto is insane. Trading in the stock market's even crazier. Nothing makes sense. I'm growing old, losing my fucking hair. I need a haircut, though, even though I'm losing my hair. People are doing shit. I don't know. I can't explain anything. I got no good jokes. Well, maybe one, but that's okay. Well, you know, it is what it is. So just hang tight, guys. Just hang tight. Oh, we got some crazy video from Rachel Maddow. Boy, are we going to troll her. I can't stand that woman. It makes me think of the mother of my youngest daughter who was bisexual. It was like she flipped the coin every morning which way she was going to go. Maybe it was pancakes. Bad joke. Heads, it's the puss. Tails, it's the ass. I don't know. Maybe I'm an ass. 44 seconds, we'll see you. All right, guys. Nothing we say here is financial advice. I have to say that. My crazy little antics at the beginning are always bullshit because why not? Just because. So if you're expecting us to tell you to buy crypto, trade stocks, or any of the above, you're wrong, and this is not the place for you. Take everything we say with a grain of salt and make up your own damn mind. Anybody want to second that? His Joker's out there in paradise.
Sure.
Welcome, fam.
Okay.
So what we have here is a freshly grated cherry mango tomatoes straight from Australia. All right. So
hang on. What's this? Oh, cherry tomatoes. Okay.
Cherry tomatoes. All right. We got
gardening's a hot thing on
nice,
YouTube, right?
Mint over here. That's some mint.
That'll clean your insides.
And you got some asparagus.
Oh, there we go. Hey,
wait a minute. Are you using
good.
pesticides? You just eating everything like right on the spot?
No, it's pesticide here, brother. This is healthy stuff. So we got some more cherry tomatoes over here. So, anyway, welcome to the show, guys. And here we go. The weather is beautiful. Okay. There you go. This guy is having his veggies too.
Hey, I want to know where's the hot peppers?
Oh, the peppers.
Yeah, eat one of those.
Down the back end.
Eat one of those, Joker.
They're in the fridge. I've already picked them. All right.
Okay.
I've already picked them, but I do have some fresh ones that I forgot to show you.
Oh, yeah, no. Do the pepper challenge. Let's do the
pepper challenge. Let's go.
There we go. Hang on.
Wait a minute. Are those hot or sweet peppers? Because there's a difference.
Hang on.
Damn,
so what we got here is
snow pea. Snow pea.
Snow
pea.
God damn.
Look at that. I blew him up too. He's full up on the screen here. All right.
I see that. It looks like he's working out for Mr. Olympus. Yeah.
So, Aki, it's going to be 5 degrees Fahrenheit here, and I told Joker that what that means in Celsius, minus 15, almost minus 16 Celsius. For me and you, it's going to be
cold, man.
And he's got the general idea. He's sitting there a tank top beforehand.
I'm walking around in a tank top, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's minus 15 degrees. Holy shit.
Yep. It's winter time here, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's crazy.
So if anybody took a bet last week, which our friend from Bonga, J
Wait,
Dog, did.
I was at 97.
No. Look at this. Look at
Where
this.
are we?
He said 93 last week.
Oh,
We dropped like a rock. This is the Bitcoin chart right now in TradingView.
yep.
Okay. We dropped like a rock. This was almost at 94,000 earlier in the day, and before we started, it crossed 94,000. He said 93. I want to know, J Dog, I have to ask, is your real name Manon Cleo? Do you have a crystal ball? And can I call you now for a free reading?
No, but I do subscribe to a couple technical advisors. They're not financial advisors, so don't take anything I say seriously. But that was the technical level that had to be hit, so I guess we hit it.
I'd say we did. Aki, what do you think? Was that a wild ride for last week or what?
I don't know if it's a wild ride, man. I always want to take a step back and look at the chart, man. I mean, we've had bigger losses in the past, and I mean, it was cool for me. I mean, I'm excited to get in at such a low price with some of the tokens. You know, I didn't need to buy any more of any one of you guys because I have enough, but I have enough.
Never enough.
So, but I mean, it was a great opportunity to, kind of double down on these projects, man. This is something that, Warren Buffett used to say. Buy when the reds the streets are running red, and sell on green, man. This is absolutely the case, man. Look at this. And, I think one reason as to why we had the opportunity, I can't say why it went down. Oh, well, in part it was because of liquidations on shorts. But I want to say that because now you have Vanguard coming in, they've allowed 50 million users to add at least up to 4% of crypto to their portfolio, man. So I think that's in part why we're going up, and I think there's more to come, man. So, I think this is a blessing if you're still in crypto, for sure. It was a blessing for me. So,
Vanguard said 2 years ago that Bitcoin was worthless and that they would never do an ETF. And I want to just say, Maury Povich gave them a lie detector test, and he determined that was a lie.
what?
I can hear Maury now. Vanguard, the lie detector test determined that was a lie. Here's the results. So these guys were forced in the position that they had to do something that they never wanted to do, and well, that's that. But this is crypto is now I would say at the beginning of mainstream. As a matter of fact, I will call it mainstream at this point because, and I keep saying this to Rabid Mining, and he's not watching, but if he was, I keep correcting him. He says October of 2026, we're gonna, we'll see you at $45,000 Bitcoin. I'm not saying that won't happen. What I'm saying is, he keeps saying that it's over now. I said it's not over yet. Vanguard is one example. Bank of America is another example. That's for that, and I think it's like a week or two. Well, let's look while we're at it because I have ways of doing these things. Let me grab this. We'll go down here. We'll find Bank of America real quick. You can see BlackRock, Think Calls. Asset of Fear, Strategy, no. Bitcoin gained this. Sailor faces backlash over private jet and MicroStrategy slide. Who gives a shit? Wasn't his fault. There's the Vanguard thing. Nah, XRP, I don't care about that. They're offering XRP. You can see there. Not XRP now offered by Vanguard also. Dogecoin as well. Let's see here. Let me try and scroll through here if I can find this. But I know the Bank of America is going to start offering, advising their customers to invest 1 to 3% of whatever they have at their bank into crypto. That is easily found. That's why I keep seeing Clean Spark pop up. Ah, yes. I'll be looking at that in the morning, boys. Yeah, it's 12 hours.
So
This is 12 hours ago. This is I can scroll through this and probably find it. I just don't want to keep
I,
going.
I want to interject here, Cats of
Please.
Crypto. I do not think it's going to be $45,000. There's no way, man. There's no way. We've had a good correction because of liquidity. It's great to wash out people that are always, using leverage, man. I think leverage is dangerous, and I also think that it makes crypto unstable. So it's great to see those people washed out. I mean, it's healthy. It doesn't mean that they can't use leverage to make some money on crypto, but I think it's healthy to wash them out,
Yeah.
to find our support. I don't think Bitcoin's going to ever hit 45 again. Now that you yourself said that we are at the beginning of mass adoption, in which we are. When Vanguard steps in, now you have support being created in addition to everything else. So 45, no. I think that in the first quarter of 2026, we're going to see crypto go up for sure. I'm confident on that because there's just a lot of things pointing in that direction. So 45, no, I don't. So did he give a reason as to why he thought that 45 was
He's a
going to
cynic.
happen next year?
I
He's a
know.
cynic and he's following the old cycles.
No, I know. Yeah, it's just if we're going into a bear market right now, 45 is the target according to the current technicals of where we're at. So if we don't go up and we do roll over, and that was just a dead cat bounce we had, 45 would be the legitimate target based on the technicals.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Got it. Thank you.
Right. Well, I mean, he is literally a cynic, so it is what it is. Oops. I'm typing his name here right now on another one. And he can come back and watch this.
To give more credibility to what you're saying is that there's a corporate rush going on, according to Max Kaiser, a corporate rush of companies trying to acquire Bitcoin right now, and that's what's going to cause some kind of blow off
That's
top.
exactly what's happening
Now,
right now. I've been hearing that in the news, brother.
yeah, look at this company called Sheets. It's like a convenience store, like a
Oh, I love
Wawa.
Sheets. I love Sheets. I'm going
They're
to tell you something.
offering,
Unleaded
I like him
88
on
is
my
my
bed.
friend.
yeah, they're offering 50% off to all their items if you pay in Bitcoin. They want to acquire Bitcoin at all costs.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Let me look that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's see what's the other one over there. What's the Steak and Shake? They'll take Bitcoin.
Wait a minute. I'm looking at CoinMarketCap. Did they just launch a index? They have
Who?
CoinMarketCap 20 index on CoinMarketCap. I didn't know that. It's
Oh,
at
maybe they
$6
did.
million right now, and they have $5 million volume. Let me see how long this has been out.
Oh, we got chats over here I didn't see.
Oh, it just
Hey,
launched.
Crypto Max, how you doing, buddy? Crypto Max says, "Let's go."
Yeah.
I need to move my little guy over here to the other side. We'll cover the clock. We don't care. We'll just cover the clock. We'll blow it up.
Is your little guy in kindergarten yet?
Oh, my little guy? No, he's 2.
Ah, okay.
He's at school of mom and dad, and he learns a lot more there than he will in kindergarten.
Well, give him an algebra book right now. Let's go. Let's get him started early.
He's asleep. He's asleep. He's so asleep. We're just getting started. We got 20 viewers there, and some other crap going on here. So I'm having fun. Anyways, we are one big fan of Crypto Max. I do appreciate when you show up. I do. I really do. Do you ever sleep though? I need to know. But yeah, we got the chart up here. I mean, look at that. Look at this is now. Let me zoom out a little bit to about this time last night. We're repeating the. If you're looking for patterns, we're repeating the patterns.
Is that Bitcoin? I can't see it. I'm on the small screen.
Yes.
Okay. Man, if you take a look at the big charts,
There's
not the
your
1 year chart. I'm looking at Coin Market Cap. Man, I'm telling you, it looks like it's about to pop off. If
look
you
at look
take a
at
look,
look. Here's some news for you too. Bitcoin stands at edge of an explosion. Cup and handle. IHNS signal a breakout storm.
No, but I think no, I
Crypto
have to
Max. I
concur
need
there
money. I
with
don't sleep.
what
Oh,
Aki mentioned in regards to the first quarter of the year. I would have to agree there as well, because you can see and actually feel like see what everyone is, you know, kind of getting the. I don't know. It's just you you see the difference from last year's news to this year. It's more focused on
oh no,
Bitcoin,
there he is. The camera's on, Aki.
right?
calm down, man. He's over here watching for fame.
I'm so
Sheesh.
excited. I just can't fight it. Joker, do you know anything about MSCI?
MSCI. Hold on, let me take a look. Is that a crypto?
J Dog, you want to explain it to him?
I don't
MSCI.
think so.
Now, that's an index, right? That's an index of stocks.
Yeah. So how does that relate to crypto and MicroStrategy? You know about this.
That's been the debate with Jamie Dimon. He doesn't want them to be admitted because he says the MicroStrategy is just a gambling play.
Oh,
Ah,
And I'll say this, then elaborate on this. So MicroStrategy, as we talked about last week, is truly an indicator of when bull runs are starts and stops. They usually go first. So what happens with the leak on December 31st, these guys are going to start meeting, okay, slow, quietly. And there's going to be a leak if they get MicroStrategy gets kicked off the NASDAQ 100 or not. And if they get kicked off NASDAQ, if they're going to be kicked off NASDAQ 100. So we have until about then to figure out which way crypto could go. Potentially, they wouldn't officially get kicked off until the 15th of February. The meeting itself would happen January 15th, but these are all in the time frame of tick, tick, tick. Now, it could go one way or the other. It could have a negative effect, or it could do nothing and we could just keep trucking, and so could MicroStrategy. So it's kind of one of those situations. I'm not flipping a coin for either one, but I do know one thing, that anything to do with MicroStrategy on the 31st, on the 30th, I'm going to be removing any ETF that I've got tied to it, as far as in stocks or anything tied at all. So that I'm not there on the 31st if this announcement or the leak comes out, because somebody's going to do it. And I'm going to wait before I do anything else. I may do trades in and out, but I will not stay there. I will find someplace else to put the money that I have in that. And if that requires me taking, a couple $100 loss for the time being, I'll take the loss. No question about that. But if anybody has wants to take a guess if they're going to get kicked off that NASDAQ 100 or not, feel free.
Yeah.
Take it right now, please.
So I don't know if they're going to be kicked off the Nasdaq. I would say that maybe there's going to be a little negative blowback, but because crypto is very emotional. I would say, anybody listening to this, you have to figure out what your perspective is on this particular topic. So what I'm trying to say is that, are you a short-term investor? Are you a day trader? Are you a long-term investor? Because whether we talk about either side, we know that Bitcoin's going to go up. As more and more people come in, as we see the mass adoptions happening, more and more people are going to create a stronger, higher support for us. Whether microcap has, I don't know, what do they have, like 10% of the supply or something like that? Even so, let's just say it goes down. It's going to give a lot more companies the opportunity to buy at whatever that they may offload or whatever negative aspects may happen. So one way or the other, you got to be in it for a medium term, I would say, to really see some some real good gains, or maybe the increased certainty of having, profit. I would say if you're in it for the next 3 years, there's got to be some profit in your future for sure. So I would say that, the original question about NASDAQ being kicked off, I would have the power for that. Why would they do that since that they have all this influence and crypto is definitely on the main stage now? So why would you take one of the major players and kick them off the NASDAQ? It doesn't make sense to me.
Well, you know what they ended up doing since they couldn't beat MicroStrategy, JP Morgan Chase, and Jamie Dimon, they then suddenly decided to come up with their own products. So now it's a different ball game. They came out with their own. It's okay. I like this line though over here, off target a bit, where it says if Bitcoin reaches $104,000 target without forming a wicking reversal, it would decisively break the falling blue trend line. Both this trend line and the pattern target would provide strong evidence for the continuation of the overall uptrend. Analysts say it highlighted that the next major resistance levels basically are located at 98,200 and 107,500. Okay. We're going to see dips, so I'm not worried about it. Again, we're going to see dips, and I'm all for somebody wanting to do something with that for sure. No doubt in my mind. And you can make money on the way up and on the way down, so that's not a question. But yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at that and I'm going, okay, so that's good. Let me go back here again. 98, 93, 791. I think we'll be hugging 94,000 on and off tomorrow. I'm going to be very careful in anything that I buy that's crypto related tomorrow morning. I ate a bag of cheese this morning, for a lack of better words.
I hope you're not lactose intolerant.
I was going to be lactose intolerant after that. There was a
Definitely was gonna
MicroStrategy
be.
ETF.
Please, no hot gas.
Where's this at? Let me go back here. Let's go back here. Hang on. Today's the 3rd. Okay. So it says Thursday the 4th. So they're a little ahead here. All right. So where are we at here? Let's see here. Wednesday. What price is that? So we're floating 93 right here. Right about there somewhere. Or maybe it was up here. Yes, it was up here. This is where I want to be. Is this the candle I was talking about? Yes. Is this the one? Let me see. Yes, something of that nature. Yeah, 93,826. And I looked down this morning and I went to the stock that I was in, the MicroStrategy ETF I was looking at, and I said, I shit myself. I said, what just happened? It went once, twice, right there. And I went,
lactose.
yeah, I was pooping bricks there for a minute. Or maybe it was this one. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. The point is that I went and just lost my mind, and I like, okay, I got to back out of this. And of course, my clicks were not clicking to get me where I wanted to go to get away from it. It ended up coming back later, as I found out, as we were bouncing all over the hell from 91.7 to 93.5 today, back and forth. So I like volatility, but that scared the crap out of me. In all seriousness, it literally did. And which this is really funny. It to me means I have to be more focused. But since my son was vomiting this morning and I had to take him to the doctor, trying to do multiple things at once, he was the deciding factor if I could pay full attention to what I was doing or not, and that's fine. He got taken care of. He came for everything else. So yeah. Let me flip over to this video real quick. If you guys want to get up and get a drink, I'm going to do this. Rachel Maddow is a fake. If you don't know Rachel Maddow, she works for is it MSNBC, which is Joker for you, it's not the same. NBC is totally different there than it is here. But this video, she cracked me up because she calls all of us a bunch of fraudsters in so many words, and a few other things too. And I don't really care for her much, but she's a paid talking head, and she says what they tell her to, and she's not really a journalist. She's just an actress, and a really bad one.
I should say I'm by no means a crypto expert. I'm not going to give you a lecture on blockchain or meme coins or any of that. I don't know, and B, I don't care. But I do think it's worth looking at this crypto thing a little bit, only because it is a deeply, deeply old-fashioned, simple scam at this point, which points right to the White House. News from the White House tonight really gives us no choice. You have to look at it. Hopefully, the broad strokes of crypto trading are not complicated. It's like when there was the Beanie Baby craze in the late 90s. People started buying these stuffed animals, right? Beanie Babies, kind of inherently not worth much, but people were speculating on them, right? It was a Beanie Baby trading bubble. Other than maybe some emotional value if you had one as a child, Beanie Babies didn't have much inherent value, but it was worth buying up a bunch of them because there was speculation on the premise that as collectibles, maybe one day your Beanie Babies collection could be worth a lot of money. Cryptocurrencies operate on the same idea. They have no inherent value at all. The only value they have is if you have some reason to believe that somebody else might want to buy them from you in the future. That's it. And what that means in very practical terms is that convincing other people that your crypto is popular and in demand, convincing people that your crypto thing is going to have value in the future, it's going to be collectible as Beanie Babies, that is key to actually making money. One of the things the SEC alleged a couple of years ago in 2023 was that Justin Sun had orchestrated a scheme to pay celebrities to tout his cryptocurrencies without disclosing that he had paid them to do so. So in other words, he was creating the impression of hype and organic enthusiasm around his product when that hype didn't naturally exist. That was the allegation, which, again, Justin Sun has denied. And now the SEC has halted the case right after he gave more than $50 million to the Trump family. The idea of hype in cryptocurrency is that people should buy in soon, right? Get in on the ground floor while it's cheap because it's about to go way up in value because there's so much interest in it. You get in on the ground floor now, you'll make a bundle. It's the whole hype. It's the whole scam. And when I mentioned that the news tonight leaves us not much choice but to talk about this stuff right now, this is what I mean. The White House just posted this video tonight of Donald Trump signing an executive order establishing a digital Fort Knox, as someone says to the president off camera. Trump apparently signing this executive order, creating what they're describing as a federal government cryptocurrency reserve. Now, imagine the Beanie Babies again for a second. Imagine Trump had just announced that the U.S. government was going to buy up tons of Beanie Babies. We are going to establish a federal government reserve of billions of Beanie Babies. What do you think would happen to the value of Beanie Babies? Right? Oh, it turns out there's a huge guaranteed buyer for these things. They're buying billions of them. I should mention that when Trump first brought up this idea, this cryptocurrency national reserve thing on Sunday, he name-checked 5 specific cryptocurrencies that would be going into this government reserve. And Trump's own cryptocurrency company, his own project, bought $20 million of those currencies, of 2 of those currencies this week, ahead of what we now know will be a White House summit on crypto tomorrow. If the whole idea here is that you hype something by making it appear that there is a market, that there's demand, that there's lots and lots of buyers for specific crypto, and people who get in on the ground floor and own it, boy, that value is going to go up. Well, it would seem that President Trump and his family and the White House specifically are now playing that game.
What a joke. Wow. Where is the off button on this?
I couldn't hear anything, man.
You seem to have that problem with your stuff over there. Joker, did you hear what she was saying?
Yeah, mate, that's just insane.
J Dog, did you catch any of that?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
that was entertainment.
Very.
What did she say? If you could give me a synopsis.
Break it down. She compared all of us buying and selling crypto to the Beanie Baby craze.
She's a crackhead.
And she said that Trump is a scam, of course. She used the political crap that they use over there. And that, you know, he created a crypto reserve or a wallet and signed the executive order to create a digital Fort Knox, and that it's a bad thing that and crypto totally relies on the fact that somebody else hopefully will think your product, although it has no real true value, neither is any shares of any stock in any company. So let's go there, right? It actually has any real value at all. It has nothing. It's worthless. She was saying literally that it's worthless, and that it's the same with the Beanie Babies. That one day in the 1990s, the Beanie Babies were super popular, which they were, and everything that was you're going to buy these Beanie Babies with the hopes of them going up, and Beanie Babies did do a craze, but the Beanie Baby craze lasted a lot shorter period of time than cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. Actually, Bitcoin has lasted. We've been doing this since 2009 for Bitcoin, and we're now here at, might as well say, 2026. I'm going to let somebody finish that thought, whoever wants to take
Yeah,
that from my mouth.
sure. So I don't even think she really is giving it a lot of thought or doing a lot of research, because it's easy to say, okay, this is a craze, but does she really mean that, or is she just trying to do something more than that? I think maybe she's just trying to draw attention to herself, because how can you do a comparison with Beanie Babies when you have crypto being accepted by the largest retirement company in the world, Vanguard? It's on the NASDAQ. You have companies scrambling to invest in there. There's just so many things that there's crypto that's being used to modernize the financial markets out there, because it's much faster. It's transparent. You can see the transactions on blockchain for the most part, except for the privacy tokens.
Yeah.
And there's so much more. There's utilities that are changing the game in terms of how we can uh, hold medical records, or um, buy property, or you have RWAs, real world assets, that are being tokenized. I mean, she obviously said that just to become a meme herself. I don't think that she really put a lot of thought into what she said.
Well, she is a, how would you say, teleprompter. She reads a teleprompter. Okay, that's what she's paid to do. And speaking of privacy coins, Monero is at 409.37. This is my favorite all-time privacy coin. They are the OG of privacy coins. I love me some Monero. And J Dog, what exactly did you get that where you said the miner was working again, or what was that about? And elaborate there, because we'll touch on the mining in a minute too.
Oh, that's just my GPU miner. I got the power supply back up and running.
All right. You're over on unminable mining something then, right?
Yep.
Cool. Love it. Love it. subsidizing, how to subsidize your project by running the GPU for a miner. But Monero, you can do with a CPU if you got a reasonable one. Anyway, but I like Monero. This is, to me, Rachel Maddow is just a joke. She's been a joke for a very long time. But she's been paid millions to do it, and it'll continue that throughout all mankind, and so long as they allow her to be on TV. And they've got some of the worst ratings. I'm going to sound like Trump, but they have some of the worst ratings out there at MSNBC, MSDNC, or whatever you want to call them. I don't really care. It is a media outlet, not a very good one in my opinion, but it is a media outlet nonetheless. So, did she do any research? She literally said in the beginning she did not care. She's not interested, and she didn't care. She just literally read the teleprompter. We have, and I'll say this, we are surrounded by people that are aggravating in our lives. No one specific comes to mind. Sometimes we call these people assholes. Sometimes we could find more appropriate words for them than that. She kind of falls into the category where she reads this teleprompter and then makes herself look stupid later. They always contradict themselves, always. So I don't believe a word that she's saying, because she's paid to say it. And most of these people that I've seen on those particular shows, they jump from network to network. So one side, they're over here saying something against something, and then they flip the script because they're paid to say something a different way, and they're not their own beliefs. Do I believe that she really hates crypto? Like she said, I don't care, and I'm not interested. So I just thought it was kind of funny because she made herself look like a fool, and that's how I view it. That is honestly how I view it. So, leadings in the next segment, if you will. Let's see here. I'm going to take it off of here, and we're going to move over to this next screen because I want to go into.
Hang on, I'll be right back. The one just arrived.
The fun stuff. I like the fun stuff, guys. So this is the 3S19s. I talk about the mining aspect things every week. Right now, I'm losing about $7 a day doing this. And it hasn't shown the updated amount yet in total, but we'll pass the minimum deposit tonight. And then tomorrow it'll make a deposit. The bottom line is that I'm having fun doing this, so I don't mind. It's a hobby, but it's running me $600 a month in power, which is supposed to be paid for by the miners producing enough. They're not currently producing enough, but I'm not complaining because I'm going to be making some changes here shortly. And I actually love seeing this happen. So I have to get to these people, talk to them here in a little while, to where they are, how would you say, they're hosting this. I needed a conversation with them about some changes I want to make come for the month of January, and where I want to go with where I want, how I want to continue this. The reason why I say that is because on the 31st, again, we've talked about that earlier with MicroStrategy and everything that's going on with that. I am not convinced enough that buying the next generation, the S21 from Bitmain, for you those that don't know what that is, I will show you. Not a big deal. No. I went this way. Yes, Bitmain. Sure. This is what these look like. That's AliExpress. They do not come that cheap. I just want to say S29 ones, especially this particular model, do not come that cheap. do not. I warn you, if you're going to buy anything off AliExpress, you're probably going to see this WhatsApp crap here up here, and they're going to want you to contact them. They're going to be much more expensive than anyone out there. I'd rather not do that. If they were $353 a piece, I would, sure, I would buy 3 of them and run them all day. But I'm looking at the 245 terahash models, not the 234. Let me see if I can get the Bitmain website going on here. Not Buttmain, of course. I'm not looking. Yeah. I did it. Oops, I did it again. There it is. I don't care about that. So I don't have an account with Bitmain, by the way, guys, but you can kind of see Antminers, and they can show you the various different ones. The XP is the highest hash rate that you can buy. Brand new. If you say buy it now, you'll like this. Yes, I do believe it showed it on the front page too. $5,800 brand new. They're 13.5 joules per terahash, which means that they've improved the efficiency on these. I can get them for a little less than this. Not a whole lot, but a little less than this. And I have a very good interest in these, but I'm not going to spend that kind of money on this because I'll say this much. The return on investment in something like this is greater than 3 years. And we have, I think, 2028's the next halving, something to that effect, somewhere in there. Actually, 2 years, something of that nature. And the network difficulty gets even more difficult, and goes up and down on a regular pace all the time. They will have S23s out there that are like this over here, that are pretty crazy. And they'll be running closer to 10 grand. And I will not be buying one of those. I'm not going to do that. I'm considering doing the ones that are out there that are available. They're roughly $3,000 to $3,800 for the next level down. But those are 15 joules per terahash. And if you don't know what joules are, we're not talking about diamonds. It's Jouls. It is an electrical term. So that's that. Guys, I need help from all of you. My mom is very sick and in the hospital. Well, we're talking about buying miners, but I'm also talking about not buying miners. So it probably isn't going to be a thing that's going to happen, CryptoMax. Just saying.
No, CryptoMax. So sorry, man. You shouldn't be posting that stuff here.
There you go. Aki said it. I won't. He's a good kid. He just asks.
No, it's just but he's doing it in such a way where he's playing on people's emotions, man. This is not the right way to do things, man. So
There's a right
I
place
banned
for
him.
that, buddy.
I banned him from Fine, man. I gave him a chance to do something right, but he kind of took advantage of. He was DMing other people in the spot, so I just banned him. So it's not.
Yeah. We don't need that.
There you go. I'll let you guys speak for yourselves. I'm not going to bother with him. I don't mind him following me around, but I don't want to keep. I don't do that. It's not happening. Let me see as I scroll through here. They got all sorts of stuff here. Containers in which you can use $180,000 for a container. You can just buy a shipping container for a couple $1,000 and do it. Here's the one. There's the Pro, but it's not. It's a 234 terahash model. You can see $3,700 for the Pro. You got a couple different ones out here. This is the lowest model, the T21 for the miners. You never spend this little on a S19J XP. No thanks. But there's a bunch of different things out here. Anyway, back to that. The mining here, Caspa is still moving. It's been really, really hard to hit blocks recently. For what you guys, where it says blocks, where it says solo over here, this is what I want because then I get 4 at a time instead of pay per last known share. That's what PPLNS means, guys. And you get a lot of those, but that means I hit a block, but I split it with everybody else on the pool. This effort is ridiculous. I'm gonna have to start checking the ping times on these or rebooting the miners. It's not moving as well as it has in the last few weeks. And it's not because the CASP is going up, because it's not going up at a level in which the miners are making any money. All I'm doing is taking it and flipping it to Solana. I've got things to meet and so on and so forth with that in mind. Let me see what else we have here. I had another. Is this Firefox? Yes. I will bring this up and see if I can find what I was after. This is something I liked. I saw this earlier and I wanted to talk about it. And I want to do a separate video on this. Aki, you were talking about coin market cap earlier. Bitcoin mining hardware manufacturer Canon. Somebody try and say Canon, but it's Canon, in my opinion. But I have a rear end and I'm sitting on it as well. Is building a new renewable energy adaptive mining platform featuring AI-driven load balancing. For you networking people that do networks or Cisco networks or Sophos, and you do command line interface or CLI, you know what load balancing is. Okay, I'm not going to explain it to you. In a partnership with green power developer Sinvista Energy. That is a mouthful. So this gentleman down here says, signals a new era of sustainable profitability for Bitcoin miners. I do believe he's right. And she's just hanging her ass out there. We should make her talk before I leave. We should. I should snatch this picture and make her talk. So maybe I will. Maybe I'll go out there and make her say I'm your sugar mama or something. But yeah, that's one more avenue that I'm looking at. This was from December 1st. Cryptos are us. Well, I like George, don't get me wrong. As you can see, getting back to Bitcoin, just hit the same signal that preceded every big rally. Every one of them. Right? Short-term holders are finally catapulting. I can't. STH SOPAR is what I'm going to call it. Sliding to the 0.9 zone. That level shows up in a few moments each cycle. Every time it does, two things happen. We can sell a loss. Price holds anyway. That's what was happening today when we bounced down to 91,500 and bounced right back up to over 93. They were scooping up just as fast as they could. It's exactly what we're seeing now. Bitcoin has absorbed 3 weeks of loss taking without breaking structure. Historically, this setup marked a major turning point in 2018, ending capitulation. 2020, they started a breakout. 2022 and 2023, multiple local bottoms before rallies. Now we're back. And he's literally showing you on the chart where this is, where these are, what's going on there, and where we are now. And so I like this, but does not mean things can't change again. So you guys got anything to throw in for this? Joker just shook his head no. Aki? J-Dog? Are they there?
Yeah, I'm here. I wasn't. I have nothing to say actually at the moment. But yeah.
This looks good. I like this. Some other things that I don't care about. There's all this garbage here. But we're not going to get off this here. I'm not really too worried about it. We'll jump over. I want to see something now out of curiosity. Yeah, we got 40 people here. Hello, 40 people joining us on X or Twitter. We appreciate you. Now, I'm going to drag this other screen up here if I can. Is this the one I want? Yes. This was cool. I dug this. Now, I'm going to play this here. We talked about crypto mining. Now I've got something similar to this by Decentral Tech. It's called the Antminer Slim. I will show this, but I'm not really too crazy worried about it. This is open source. If you're anybody's interested, as you can see, free open source Bitcoin mining hardware update prototype 2. They're using S19 boards. They could use S21 boards if they chose to, and they're literally leaving it, putting it in this 3D printed box, as you can see, and you can put them on a frame if you want, anywhere over there. And they've got a fan on the other side. You can see this little box here. You can set them up. There's the board off to the side there. I'm going to guarantee one thing, that you're going to get 20 terahash a second on one of these boards. And the boards you can usually get relatively cheap. It's just what the production, if they're going to put them out to resale something else. But this is a CAD version. It's printed. If you go over here and you go to here, you can go to technology, or apiculture. You go over here and start looking around, start poking. You go to Bitcoin, and they give you options for various things. Talk about Solo Cat, right? Here's it looks like their pool. Yes, this is their pool. And they made up a mining pool and tell you how to connect to it. I like this. I actually do. They have a couple different things there. I like this website, the way it's moving around, though. That was pretty cool. Now, if I go back in here, where's this at? GitHub. They have the Quad Axe, the Biddy Axe, all these goodies that you can put onto a device if you wish to put some together yourself. The Quad Axe, they have it to where you can print this, I do believe. Yes, they give you the 3D schematics for it and everything. This is sharp. And that is what brought me to this. These guys put this together. And they're telling you here that it's free and it's open source. They said the board's right there. Literally, you could just stick a USB fan off to the side someplace and plug it into like a phone charger and let it run and blow on this board. It would probably do the trick, but they run hot, these boards do. But they do have that fan on the other side, like they showed it. And I think this would be great. It would be pretty silent. You wouldn't know it was there. If you wanted to get into home mining, that would be the way to go, in my opinion. But outside of that, the little solar miners I've got running up here, the $100 solar miners running up here at 1.21 terahash. I still haven't hit a block. I'm not worried about it. But several people, even one guy, hit 2 blocks a month apart. Two different blocks a month apart.
That's quite incredible. Was he?
That's extremely incredible and lucky.
Yes. So he got 300 grand twice.
No way. You serious?
Yeah, it's about three. Yeah, the first one was worth over 300 grand, but he will have to pay $158,000 in taxes on the first one, and then of course the second one we were closer to 90K. So yeah, we'll be pretty close to the same thing. It's pretty crazy with the block, and I'm like shocked to see that he hit this block.
How long has he been mining for?
I
and
don't
how
have
many
that.
mining rigs does he have?
He Let me show you. I'll show you what I'm talking about. He did it with this Nerd Q plus plus, I think it was. Let me show you. Yep, Solar Satoshi. There we are. Here's an image of it. Okay. There. Okay. Let me bring it up so you guys can see it.
Wait a minute, why are you bringing it up? I need to say, man, you keep showing off your T-shirt like that. I'm gonna have to get in the gym, Joker, because we ain't
Well,
having this. I'm not having this. I'm gonna have to get into the gym, man. You trying to show off with swollen? Oh no, come on, man. I gotta get. I'm gonna do some more push-ups. But go ahead, Cats.
That's
I
fine.
mean,
So the
it's
Nerd
summertime, bro. You gotta go to the gym. I
yeah,
mean,
the Nerd QX plus plus is what he keeps hitting these blocks on, and they're only what 6 terahash. That's it.
How much did that cost? I can't see it on my screen.
400.
$400. Damn, is that all?
Wait a minute. So how long has he been mining for? I mean,
It's
okay. So let's
funny
think about
because
this.
the other guy that hit, there was 3 different blocks, and one guy went online on the 25th of October, right? I laugh at this. And a month later, he hit a block with the same style. So now they can't keep these in stock. They sell out. They're like hotcakes. Everybody's trying to grab it. See right there, out of stock. But
So I have a question for
he had
you.
been there for a little while, but not very long. Believe it or not, Joker, there was a gentleman with the, when I talked about Canon earlier, Canon Avalon Nano Q, which does 90 terahash in Australia, and he hit it on CK Pool, which is the same pool that I'm sitting on right here. They only do solo mining there. So you have an Aussie, if you can find him. He's roughly $300,000 US richer because he hit a block.
It's funny how he has to pay all those taxes when you have other millionaires out there avoiding taxes by taking loans out. Just crazy work.
Yeah.
But so here's a question for you. So let's just say, for example, that mining rig runs for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
You really do want to have a lower, you know, a lower amount that you pay per hour in terms of energy. So how much on average would you be
Watch this.
paying in electricity? And also, what's the expectation of hitting a block? I mean, it's more of a probability, not a possibility. So the
Look at this.
probability of you hitting a
Look at
block, and
this.
how long would it take? Go ahead.
Look at that number. Right, you can't see it. Just over 100
Okay.
watts is all this takes. Your desktop computers, your laptops take more juice than this does.
Oh, okay.
Right? So with that, the odds of hitting the block, we could ask Gemini if we choose to, but it's interesting. And
Hold on, let me do it
show,
right now.
yeah, they can tell you ASIC temperatures in the back end, all that stuff. This is great. But they have plenty of different versions for this. They're out there. Solo miners. I was talking about. I don't do BitAxe. I will never do a BitAxe. There's Canon again. For $100 cheaper, you can get the same amount of hash rate right here, and you can use that as a solo miner. That runs 140 watts. Let's see. I like the NerdAxe ones. No doubt. Is this the 1.2 terahash? Yeah, it's the 1.2 terahash one. I like those a little bit better. They're not, you can't use you could try and use Ethernet, but you wouldn't want to use Ethernet with those. Because there's no jack for it. You'd have to find out where to solder it on the board. But all the higher end ones with the higher hash rate that just look cool are gone. They sold out. Here's a BitAxe Supra, which I think is 500 gigahash. Let me look here. 650 gigahash. I don't like the BitAxes. They don't stay on my Wi-Fi. They don't connect really well. But it kind of gives you an idea. And you get a lottery ticket every 10 minutes. And those BitAxes are running like 20 watts, I think it is. Let me look to make sure. Fan noise. Yeah, fan noise is nothing. You don't hear it. Yeah, this one is 30 watts.
So I have a question, Kat. So when you actually hit a block, like let's just say you're out of the house, when you come home, what would you kind of recognize is for you
It'll
to be
tell you
hitting
on
a
the
block?
screen, block
Oh,
found. It'll tell you block found. And we did this last week. So if you were interested, right? I think it's .com. I endorse these guys because they've actually sent me things and they're in the States and you don't have to worry about duties or tariffs. And you can use the discount code Pellish to give you 1% off. We don't get anything back out of it, just coupon code. But if I go to the product, start your journey today, go to US stock. Okay, here's the US stock. Here's the one I did. They hit the Australians hit right there, $1,700. Here's the other one. He's a little cheaper on that 3S that I was talking about, $285. Oh, you keep dropping. Here's that one. It's the 3S that I was talking about. It's a little cheaper here. You can go over here and buy this. He'll take a credit card. You have your choice of black or white. See, 140 watts, 6 terahash, and you'll save a little bit of money. But these are in the U.S. Accepted payments. This is not necessarily true. He will take the card, and this one says it's out of stock, so you'd have to wait for him to get more in. The other one, the slightly lower terahash model, is just the 3 terahash model here. And this one here in particular, he will take a card for. It's in stock. And you got your choices of yellow or pink. Pink looks more like peach. And, 140 watts. Joules per terahash is kind of high, but you're running a small little miner. So you could solo mine with this and let it run 4 terahash and maybe hit a block. Maybe. And with my luck or with Aki's luck, he probably would hit a block. And we'd never hear from him ever again. Or he would buy up half the fine chart and you would never even know it happened. That's my 2 cents. So I don't have a whole ton more to even go over tonight, to be honest with you. I'm just kind of chilling out, doing my thing, and Joker looks like he's falling asleep on his fucking phone.
When you're ready, I've had a big day.
Yeah, well. So let me grab other charts. I say other charts. All right. I like that. Yeah, 44 people. I'm not too worried about that. I want to see if there's something else in the bookmarks before I go taking it off. Moving on from there. I don't care about what she said. I'm not interested in that in the slightest. The only thing I want to see now. Hang on. I can drag this over myself. And then I can put it back when I'm done. So, guys, this is the part where we all get to talk about ourselves.
Here we go.
And I don't know what the hell that was. But that is ugly. There was a bunch of volume on a cell there and just went bat crazy out of there. I've seen a couple of those in the last couple of days. They go boop, 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 boop,
What is
and
that, your chart, brother?
yeah, that's that. And right now I have somebody sold $500 worth of tokens. I have
What?
Yeah, $519. Somebody sold $519.72 worth. And you know what the crazy
It
part?
happens.
I'm not complaining because it's got a nice long candle, but it didn't hurt me. It didn't do anything.
No.
I'd probably go and find it. I'm just not really interested in finding it right now. Just scroll through here. Somebody sold a bunch of tokens. Let them sell them. I don't care.
They'll
Yeah.
come back.
Oh well, yes. I got plans. I bought this one the other night I was on the space with it. We gave it our all. We were talking about the wheel and the soul spin, and I bought this last night just in support. And as Solana goes up, it'll go up, and I too will probably sell it if it gets higher. And what we move on to next is this. Here's the Bonga chart.
Nice.
J-Dog, take it away.
What market cap are we in now?
91.76. J-Dog, you got any updates
Lovely.
at all you want to add? I think you fell asleep at the wheel.
Yeah.
Not driving much, are you? Let's see here. What else do we have? We got Karen. We've got here. This is Aki right here. We'll do Aki. Here's the fine chart. Looks like the market makers came and hit you too today, Aki. What is the update with fine, Aki?
What market cap are we in there now?
340K.
That's
Aki,
gotta be the bottom. It has to be.
well, considering its Solana is about 140, that
It's gonna 100x from
ETH
here.
is just over 3,000. I would agree. Aki, are you is it your mic working? Or did you fall asleep? I don't hear. Anyway, moving on to the next one. Joker, you're up.
Whoa! Look at that.
21 minutes ago, somebody bought $1.28.
It's holding solid. What are we at?
34.
Okay, we're at 34. Look, at the end of the day, guys, we're not going anywhere, and it's just a matter of time. When the market starts moving, everything starts moving. Know for sure that when you're investing on Turbo, you're also investing on a community who is we're part of a huge, bigger community, which is called the Big Bags Media. And when you go through that community and projects in that umbrella, is that you're not only going to get a support network, you're also going to get a connection that is going to be a long term. Okay.
Yeah.
We're not here to just be here for 1 year, 2 year. Cats knows this, and J-Dog speak for all of us really, that we're here to build a real established foundation for everyone, because we know what's coming later on when everyone starts to be more aware of crypto.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Everyone keeps fighting about Bitcoin going down, this, that. Yes, we're gonna have always. I mean, we know it's gonna go up and down, right? But when you look at the community and the behind the Turbo, as well as the Cats of Crypto and the Fine and the Ponga family, soon we'll have another addition in there, which is Pcoin.
Yes.
You know. And it's going to get bigger. We're only going to get bigger from here. And we've set the standards of who the project we are going to be supporting, as well as going to be part of in their ecosystem. And we're certainly going to be here for a long term. And we know this because every single one of us that is here, that runs each of us, that community, we dox ourselves to make sure that we're not here just for fun and game.
Yeah.
We're here to create a real, utility for long-term holders. And a lot of us here on the web spaces knows of us, right? And not only the Turbo family, not only the people that are involved in the Big Bags Media, but a lot of communities out here that also showing the dedication and commitment to better the space and the Web3 for all of us. And there's a lot of us, there's a lot of communities out here doing the right thing and showing that, it can be done and it can, transpire into a bigger things, right? And you've got communities such as, Dreamcats. You've got that's pushing out there daily. You've got Max doing all the charts for us. You've got
Touch Grass. Speaking of which,
Touch Grass. That's
they're up
always
there right.
out
I
there
just put them up there, guys. He's doing
showing up,
look almost 100K, 99K,
right?
99K.
Who else is there? There's so many. Ninja Cat is now making noises as well. Like I'm seeing
Again.
so many
Again.
OGs out here creating good, solid, honest vibe for all of us to kind of inherit, kind of follow through and take that even further,
The
right?
Joker, Rachel Maddow said we're all Beanie Babies. Listen, Touch Grass, I did send you in your DMs if you're not driving. If you want to come and jump in, there is a link in there for you. It should work. And so if you want to join us, you're welcome to join us and have a chat. We're just chilling out here. We'll probably run maybe 15, 20 more minutes. So
Yeah.
if you want to jump in, we're good. But for the most part, I like the way this looks. I have great conversations with these guys. When I get a chance to jump in spaces on X. And
there's so many of the OGs on the X as well that's promoting doing the right thing and do the right thing, and it's going to integrate into that. And we're right now, remember this, that we are setting standard, right, for the next year for the newcomers and as well as for the old schools to kind of start developing into that, because at the end of the day it's up to all of us to present that meme coin and altcoin and the rest of the where you want to invest your money in. And that there are projects, solid projects, and not just that, but solid projects with utility and community that who actually believes on the project, that it will go into a bigger than what it is. Obviously it depends on the people that runs it, but know this for a fact that we are going to be here every single week. And as you can see, when you look at the Fine community, I'm also an OG from the Fine community, right? I don't see myself as just promoting or talking about the Fine community. I see myself as talking about the people that I work with. Like Aki, he's been here since day one, and I respect that in a way how he promotes the Fine community without even trying to tell people that this is a good community or good project and the narrative of it. But the people that runs it, what makes the difference, guys? Okay, and if you have good convictions, beware and just be have a make sure that if you're going to be putting your money on something, make sure you want to put it in someone who will actually hear for your safety and for your growth, and also can help you in the long run. And certainly Big Bags Media has got that all the right people and the right knowledge that's been implemented in there. And I'm more I can't be any more prouder to be part of it. And and being the founders of it, it's just gives me more encouragement to keep going, right? From where I'm from and where I've been and how I started on the space and in crypto and NFT and so on. It gives me and not just that, but learning new things. Don't be afraid to learn new things. And by the only way for that to happen is that you've got to connect, right? You've got to branch yourself out there and connect with the people that will help you. But beware of the people that you're going to be connecting with, because they can also bring you down if something goes wrong. So beware, right? And this is the kind of idea why we try and have this stream as well as the spaces, so that we can give awareness to new holders and also the old school holders, that there are people and there are communities out there and projects out there that will survive and will make it, because, put it this way, we're not going anywhere. So yeah, I'm happy to represent, to be one of the representatives for Big Bags Media, and there's more to it, and I'm pretty sure that next year it's gonna get even bigger, right? We've just set the foundation this year, and I can't be express enough. We've got everything set there. We got listing ads. We've got live streams. We've got marketers. We've got everyone that's part of that has got something to implement and to make it as safe as possible for every single one that is part of it. So absolutely make sure to give a comment, right? Go into the Cuts of Crypto's post when you see it, right? Make sure to give comments, and also go into the website, go through it, have a go and have a look and see all the synopsis that we have in there, that just a little bit of about us, and gives you an idea that every single one of us that's part of that is not just here to do the to do the right thing, but to make sure that we want to continue on this narrative, that we want to be one of the obviously go-to community to but because of that, we also want your support, right? We want everyone's support to be to at least grab yourself a small bag from all of us and all the projects in there, and regardless how small it is, it will give benefit, not just for you in long term, but for us as well, because we know that we're going to be here. And guys, we've been here every single week, and I can tell you, we're not going anywhere. So
there you go.
And it's just going to get bigger. And also, we do have an announcement coming up soon. We're planning on a huge giveaway from the Big Bags Media family. But that will be announced. I think we're having a meeting this Friday. Is that right, Aki? I'm pretty sure we got it lined up. And once we've got that covered and sorted, then we'll make some announcement, and we can get, everyone starts, making some kind of a noise, I guess, right? But yeah, no, I want to give a huge shout out as well for all the communities that's making noises out there. A huge shout out to
Chris
my
Klein.
family, right?
How
Which
you doing,
is
Chris? Chris Klein. So how are you all doing tonight? And I love the show. Glad and grateful you're on. Chris, I like the fact that you stopped in. That means don't feel dumb. You're late to the stream. There's no such thing as early or late. It's just when you get a chance, you want to go back and watch it again, you go back and watch it again.
exactly.
Enjoy this. It's fine. But yeah, I'm it literally this about us outlines at Bags Media. We're more than just a platform. We're your trusted gateway to digital asset resolution, founded on the principles of innovation, security, and community empowerment. We specialize in delivering seamless security crypto exchanges services that make navigating the world of digital assets effortless and secure. Literally, right? Yes, thank you, Chris. Thank you for sharing it out to X. You can go in and read it, bigbagsmedia.com. I will just post this up there in the chat real quick so you guys can see this, and I'll put it across the screen. So I like this whole thing here. Well, there we go, boys and girls. Here we are. And it'll pop up here, and I'll go this way. You guys can go over there, check it out. Use the swap. That is what I have to say. Use the swap if you can. It's no sweat. But for the most part, yeah, shit, I got 10 minutes left in the whole thing. I had some good things that were earlier that we covered, and I'm not going batshit crazy over stocks or anything right now. But I will show you the one that beat my ass earlier, if I can find it real quick. Hang on, before we go. Let's see, this is funny. I'll say this. MST. I think that's what it was. Was it TI? No, hang on. I'm finding it. Hey, wait a minute. I went stocks. MSTX. No. Stop it. There it is. There it is. Is this the one? Yes. I will show this just for giggles. Guys, if you're trading in crypto indirectly or directly, indirectly being through TradFi, watch your ass, because when things dip out like here or here, that was the one. Dink, dink. Be careful. Remember, you can lose it all in a flash if you're not careful. My advice, which is not financial advice, you do unto yourself, or whatever you want to do, stay away from leverage trades unless you understand it. Stay away from perpetuals in crypto. You will and can lose big if you don't pay attention. Aki, J-Dog, you got anything else before we close this up?
Yeah, I think they're passed out now.
I don't know what they're doing.
No, I'm good. Thank you for having me here, guys. I love it I love being here as usual.
Well, you got any news you want to talk about? Anything at all? Bitcoin news, Ethereum Classic news, anything you want to put in there at all?
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
It's a marathon, not a sprint. Yeah, go long, guys. Go long. Aki, are you there? His mic's open, but I don't think he's there. I think he's just sitting there. All right. Anyways. Yes, we'll be changing the Big Bags Media site. There'll be some updates coming in the next couple of weeks. As soon as I get done with my training for work, which I only got like 1 or 2 classes left to do. So I will be making some changes here for the first of the year. Pcoin will be added to this, and it will be a lot of fun to have that in there. We'll be adding some more things to this, liquidity pools and so on. I know I don't have the chart up there for that. We have the MSTX here for the MicroStrategy 2x long ETF. I'm seeing that, but this is pretty basic. I know there's an error on the website. If you go copying the contract addresses on bigbagsmedia.com, it's something I have to go and fix. That's my fault, because it should be working seamlessly at this point, but for some reason it doesn't want to. And the contact us form is just that, a form. I have not done anything else with it as of yet. So it is a work in progress, but the swap will work if you have the contract address on over 38 different platforms. So I'm going to run away as Joker looks off to the side. Let's see if there's anything I want to throw in here real quick for funnies. I'm not doing that. I just want to play this, though. Hey, people, take it from this crypto miner. Pay attention to what he says. Pay attention to what Michael Saylor says here. This is some OG shit right here.
We all want to go to the moon, but if you want to ride the rocket, you got to be prepared to pull the G's. Over 5
So remember that, guys, when you're trading crypto, when you invest in crypto, we all want to go to the moon, but you got to be able to pull the G's. In other words, you got to be able to stand the heat in the kitchen. That's pretty much it. I don't have any.
Let them cook.
What's the? Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. That was the best laugh in the end. Yes, I made that myself. You love that video. I loved it too. I want to show this real quick though. P-Coin, no, P as in P-C-O-N. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about. Not P-Coin, P-Coin. He did not know. I know he did not know. Bird eye, not B-U-R-D. B-I-R-D. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's not Peak Coin, but it's a net storage watcher. Yeah, well, we're not. That's not it. That's not it. Skip. Let's see. I will get it for you in about 2.2 seconds. Oh yeah, J Dog. What's the updates on the when token pool? Are you guys doing that yet or no?
We talked about it, but we haven't done anything yet.
Hopefully that crypto miner will help
In
you.
progress, fam. In progress. Let's just say.
Is this it? Yes, this is it. Here's P-Coin, boys and girls. P-Coin right here. I'm going to throw the contract address down here below too as well. I didn't miss P-Coin. They launched off a moonshot. Okay. There you are. He's got decent volume. What is that? 4.66? I can't tell. Yeah, 4. He's got almost $5,000 in volume. There was a big bounce right here. That was insane. But trading has slowed down even for him. I have a feeling trading is going to pick up for a lot of us here real soon. Just saying.
Agreed.
Anyway, I don't have any more wine, cheese, and crackers. It's almost 11 o'clock. Okay, sweet.
Well, I'm done myself. Thank you for having me once again. I'm gonna go back.
We all do the show together. That's just it. It's who can make it, and who can't. So the other folks didn't get a chance to. P-Coin, the people's coin. That's what it is. It literally says up here, the people's coin. So, yeah. Literally, Chad Nakamoto. There we go. All right. Well, guys, this was very much my favorite thing of the day. It was the easiest thing for me today to do out of all the accomplishments and things that I had to go through today. So I want to thank you guys for showing up. Remember to bill the Veterans Administration Hospital and their psych unit for this counseling session, due to the fact that I am a United States Army veteran, and this was my PTSD anxiety treatment for the evening.
You bastard. Well, we appreciate you for using us, and again,
Joker, am I fired this week? Because you were fired last week.
Well,
can you fire me?
I think you can take it this time.
Or we're gonna fire Aki.
Yes.
Joker just fired Aki. Aki's not responding his microphone.
Nah,
so he's
we
fired.
can fire him. Oh, he's fired back again anyway.
We'll hire him. Well, he's fired. We'll rehire him back in 2 seconds.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. It's like, remember, guys, if you're not in the U.S. or you're in Canada, it's going to be where me and Aki are, and J Dog too. It's going to be somewhere in around -15, -16 degrees Celsius tonight, and Joker is sweating his tits off, literally wearing a tank top in Australia. So
it's hot. What do you want?
Okay, well, I want you to go cook yourself some fish from something out back, and
oh man,
that's what you need. You need the grill out back. Okay.
I will set it up next time.
Yes.
And then I'll do a cook up while we're doing a show. and I'll do a barbecue.
I like
I'll
this
have
one,
the-
Chris. I like this line here. You see this? This is funny. I love it. I'll
Which
pull
one?
it up here real quick. This is funny, but it sounds like there's a little bit of truth in there. Okay, I'm moving this over here. Crypto is my escape from addiction, actually. Alcohol. Better to invest than piss it away, I say. I can't drink. I ruined my life. I think that
Agree.
I totally agree with you 100%. It's gonna be huge, and that's the only time you'll ever see me do a cheap Trump impression. Just saying.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna hit the end of this. Really?
All right, brother.
Oh, let's do this.
Tell me why you won't give me some good steak. Tell me why you won't give me a cheesecake. Tell me why you never give me what I want. And I want a